Ooh, now we're going. You see that? We're live on Facebook Live. Feeling good. How are you feeling, Eric?
Reginger? Feeling real good.
Yeah?
Feeling real good. Yeah.
You ready to get this show going? I mean, we got to squeeze one last one in before 2017 goes out.
I know.
Hopefully we got some bonus content coming.
This is when we pretend that we're going to do all kinds of new shit next year and then get caught up in it 3 days later.
I hate New Year's resolutions.
I did too.
I don't like people telling me theirs without me asking.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm annoying. I give out a lot of free advice no one asked for, but...
You do it all year long.
Right. At least I'm consistent with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But, like, the thing with... Plus, I always heard... Here's a little advice. Sweat equity advice. Goals... New Year's resolution is essentially a goal, right? Mm-hmm. Losing weight is a New Year's resolution, but it's not a good goal.
No.
You know why?
Changing your lifestyle is a good goal.
Do you know why, though? It's not specific.
Well,
there's no dates, right? And there's no, like, quantifiable thing. Mm-hmm. So you need to, so instead of going, I'm going to lose weight in 2018, you have to go, like, by June, I'll lose 25 pounds or whatever it is.
No, everybody's resolution should be, I'm just going to actually be real with myself instead of, I'm going to lose weight, and then when people ask you about it, you're like, well, yeah, I did lose weight.
So this year's New Year's is get real talk? Like
get real.
Black lady real talk?
In the podcast.
You just need to be real with yourself in 2018.
Well, you know, it's what it is. People will tell themselves stories to make it all good, so everybody around them here's what they're convincing themselves of.
Oh, look, I've been guilty of this as well, where you go, I'm going to do this to keep myself accountable.
Right, yeah.
Half the time it works, half the time it doesn't. So it's like...
Okay, I take it all back because I've done that before too.
No, we all have. It's annoying if you are 0 for 0 or 0 for whatever, 100 with your friends or family about it. Like, all right, I'm going to run a marathon. I said that at one point last year, I think. And then... I didn't predict an injury, and then once you got injured, I just couldn't get back in it. Mm-hmm. And so that one, I'm like, all right, I feel douchey that I was like, everybody listen to me. I'm going to run a marathon. But
what was the injury, though?
Just bad hamstring pull, which as you know from someone who plays fantasy football, if you draft any wide receiver with a hamstring.
Hammies are lingering. All right.
They'll never be 100%, so I had to wait that out. Look, it's not my favorite, but let's get this shit going. Are you ready for your hottie toddy to get it going?
Nope.
Ready?
Don't
3, 2, 1. Hottie toddy. God almighty, this is the Sweat Equity Podcast. Coming to you from Cigar City, Ybor City, Florida, a beautiful enclave of a hood. Enclave? Yeah, I think I used that right.
Sure.
In Tampa, Florida. We may be in Tampa, but we keep it worldwide, like Pitbull. But this advice, this is business hustle advice. I think a lot of people have asked me, what is the podcast? They see my face popping up in their feed because we're doing good with our targeted video ads. That's something I love. And if you hear a little muffling in the background, that's a production meeting going on behind us.
High-level production meeting.
Maybe I might want to yell just to have their meeting be like, what's going on over there?
I know. I keep like going to the bathroom and like sticking my ear in. You guys want to you need any actors?
You need a grip?
You want
Hey, you need a grip?
Got any parts?
Again? I could work a slate.
Yeah.
But let's give a little love to our sponsor, FreshBooks. Tax season is coming up. My goal, here you go. Here's my New Year's goal.
Pay your taxes.
Pay taxes. Yes. No, I want to get taxes done by the 15th of January. My business taxes. That's the goal.
Good luck.
I got to hustle. But, I can cram.
Yeah. Are you doing them every 3 months?
Yeah.
Okay. Quarterly.
Sure.
Sorry. That's
how
they say it.
Because we have to, as an S-Corp, you have to with meeting minutes and all that stuff. Yeah, we do all of that. Go freshbooks.com/sweat, and you get a free 30-day trial. Look, QuickBooks, I'm not happy with. Xero, there's zero. Xero with an X, get out of here. Go
What
FreshBooks.
is that?
That's
their
another
new
accounting
thing?
software.
Oh.
No. That's the Vimeo of all of these. FreshBooks is the competitor to QuickBooks. Xero is kind of the Vimeo. They're off to the side. They're like third place probably.
Vimeo's good. All right.
Vimeo's good for what it is. I mean, I'm sure.
Go with
Xero.
FreshBooks.
But look,
That's the
FreshBooks.
one.
And look, you need a bookkeeper. We've got actual client that I can hook you up with. If you want to email me at law@tocoworks, LAWTOCOWORKS.com. I'll show her a little love. She's got a virtual bookkeeping business. And it just ties in. So if you go to gofreshbooks.com/sweat and then email us, you get the double hookup.
You could really email us for anything business, and I think we got somebody
And pleasure.
at this point.
Yeah.
And pleasure.
Yeah, sure. You want to send some pleasure pics? We'll do this 90s style. You know?
I'm sending them, or they're sending them to us.
I mean,
that matters.
Depends.
I'm not doing them in depends.
Depends what's gonna happen. You know. Let's see. Where do you want to go? 2018 New Year's resolutions. I mean, these are. Do you have anything?
No, but
look, you should just do these once a month. Really, it shouldn't be a year.
Yeah, it's weird. It takes a year for people to be like, all right, I'm gonna look at myself. I'm gonna think, are things going good for me right now? Okay, and by October, you're a different person.
I will eat like a fat pig easily from Christmas to New Year's. Like no big Burger King all day, son.
Yeah, everybody. That's a pretty standard thing.
Is it?
Yeah. Just who gives a shit?
To go worse than normal?
Yeah. I do it too. Over the holidays.
You do?
Yeah.
I thought you do ketogenic.
Well, I do, but I don't in Christmas time.
Oh.
I mean,
But then you get out of ketosis.
Yeah, but I can get right back in it.
Okay.
That's a gimmick around our house. Next day,
Just
you're
an
right back
asshole
in
for
it.
3 days?
It's a mental. But see, I don't get the hangries like some people do.
I don't usually, but I feel like anything I have so little to hold on to as a vice that I feel like I would if I do it right now.
You would have the hangries if you went into
I'd be
tried
just
to go into
mad.
ketosis.
I have to do a blood test tomorrow for health insurance incentives, which means you can't eat. I was supposed to do it today, and I accidentally ate something this morning. Because you have to get like a pure sample or whatever, and cholesterol. So they give you incentives. They give you like a reward if you're decent. So I can't go in all stressed out, because one time I failed, and I had to go back and do it. And I was like, hold on, let me go walk out.
What, your blood pressure was too
Yeah,
high?
and I was like, no, I was because I rushed over here to get to this thing and went right into it, and I'm thinking about work. Let me go outside. I'm going to go walk in the hallway for like 10 minutes, and I came back, and I was fine.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that weird?
That's weird. Yeah.
I did that recently at the doctor's, too. I had to get in there real quick, and I was like,
and don't let having high blood pressure give you high blood pressure.
That's another... dude, I'm a hypochondriac, so I try not to let it psych you out. So you got to do the cholesterol one, which is... I don't know what's good cholesterol, bad cholesterol, but you got to do that test. So I got to do a bunch of those things, which is actually interesting because they make you do this app called Rally. Go to werally.com. It's actually, I wanted to shit all over it because I'm like, man, I don't want to have this thing, tracking stuff.
The health insurance company's making you use this
They
app?
don't make you. It's like a strong incentive.
But that's how they measure stuff?
You have to do like certain things. So I got to go to Quest Labs, and that'll knock out like 4 of the rewards you can get.
Okay.
So you get I can get $600 back basically. One was like you get $50 for filling out a survey. That's just like, how many drinks do you have? It's like the basic general practitioner, questions they would ask you. Do you sleep well? do you eat well, all that stuff.
This is all through the app?
Yeah.
You're answering these questions?
Mm-hmm,
Oh, that's cool.
But then you can tie it into your, so I have the Apple Watch
Ooh,
now.
yeah. Got to talk about that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how to use it yet. I got it, and I haven't had time to get to know this baby.
Oh, you're going to love it.
Well, I just want it just to be able to jog with and not. I have the old iPod that I have to load manually.
Nice.
Yeah, real nice. Real nice when
Hey,
people
I'm
are
back
like,
I'm
but
there.
people are like, I haven't seen one of those in like 10 years. And I'm like, yeah. But it's so cumbersome that I forget, like, when I get a chance to run, it's like, oh, you got, yeah. I'll get the kids for 30 minutes. You go for a run, and you're like, okay, shit.
But I need everything perfect.
It takes me 10 minutes to, like, just get changed and get out the door.
Yeah.
And then, like, getting music ready to go is, like, it's not going to happen. So the reason I like this is just I'd have streaming stuff because it has its own phone number, I guess.
Oh, you got the data plan.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you can do the AirPod headphones.
Yep. I'm a
You don't
complete
need your
asshole,
phone.
basically. I have my
Yeah, but-
phone on my watch, and I have my AirPods that you can't see in my ears, which I wanted to hook up to this, but I think it would ruin the Bluetooth with the video.
Yeah. Well, that's, I don't know. It's not asshole. It's future shit.
Well, it's only asshole because, like, to my wife, because she won't know they're in now. I used to keep it, the ones under my shirt, the corded headset.
Right.
So at least you can see that a lot of the time, but now you can't see it at all.
You could use these giant headphones as like holders for your AirPods. Just cut the cords off because they fall out of my ears.
Hey,
too
what?
easily.
Oh, these are AirPod covers. I had to buy these so they don't break.
Yeah.
No, but I've been falling asleep with those things in, which is not good. Probably for my ears because I feel like
Well, I mean,
feels like someone jammed a pencil in there if I sleep on my side.
that doesn't wake you up.
When I go to sleep, I'll hit it hard, but I wake up really easily. Anyway, the thing with that is like all this stuff is to be more efficient anyway, because I can already feel the AirPods like you can get about 30 feet away from your phone, and it still plays whatever podcast I'm listening to or music, whatever 80s background with new rapper genre music I like to listen to, like that Eminem song. But it's that thing of,
You're saving trips from going back to your phone for something.
well, I can
or
charge the
whatever,
phone.
or
I'm not
that.
tethered to it.
Yeah.
Or I'm not going without listening to something for 30 minutes, which is just terrible.
Can't do that.
But I can make calls and still. It's weird. It shouldn't be that big of a difference, but it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And the watch, when I had a Fitbit, which was super ugly, like they're ugly looking.
Yeah.
This I got to get a new band on it, but
Why? I got the shit band.
Oh,
you got the big boy version. I got the lady size.
I actually I
much?
pulled my hair out on accident because of the rubber. Because when it gets, I was going like that, like wiping
your
my hair back,
head hair.
hair, and then it like took a few with it, so not feeling good. But what I was saying is, I like the tracking of stats because I was like, how much do I stand up during the day? How many? I do like that stuff. I don't care if Big Brother's watching me.
Yeah. I've also noticed that the stand goal shit is not that accurate.
Well,
I reach my standing goal laying on my ass a lot of
Okay,
times.
so does it mean does stand really mean are you up?
I don't know.
Like, I think it meant like, I think it just counts if you're awake, like sitting upright.
Oh, well, okay.
'Cause
Moving around?
Yeah, because right now it probably says I'm standing, right, and my heart rate's a little bit up because we're trying to multitask on air. Oh, that's the other. I loved going on stage doing stand up and seeing what my heart rate would be while on stage.
Yeah, you could track
check
it,
the time and stuff.
Yeah.
And it'd be lower, way lower than just normal.
On stage?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, but
You're in the zone.
before it would spike about 10 beats per minute more, which isn't really a spike. But it would get up because you're kind of anxious. You're like, what bits am I going to run over? And then when I'm on stage, it's like
Cruise control.
it's
huh?
weird.
It's weird.
And did first stand up last Friday. which felt good. Had a really good set, which is I forgot how good of a feeling that is when you're so nervous about getting up, because I hadn't been that nervous probably 7 years.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you went how many months?
4 or 5 months or something like that.
It's crazy.
Well, this podcast helps. I mean, I try to I pitch a lot of podcasts to our clients. I go, look, it's a good way. You got to do it. Like we've been shoehorning in episodes the last couple of weeks, just because it's just been nuts around here. Holidays, blah blah blah. We didn't plan ahead. Like we didn't plan ahead by the quarter kind of thing, like we should. But like, it's a good cathartic. It's a little bit of therapy. It's a little bit of like, I try to write some jokes for it or write ideas.
Yeah.
Like
it's our creative outlet for sure now.
It is. Sometimes it's the only time we talk during the day.
Yeah.
But also it's like it doesn't have to be polished, obviously. And it's another way to get our voice out there for people to digest when they can handle it.
Yeah.
You know? One thing I did come up with while running the other day, and this will tie into how to be more efficient, is I've got a term I want to coin, officially a coin on the.
Here we go.
Yeah. So we've got some lingering projects that become like big picture ideas, and I feel like a lot of people have this. Maybe you want to do an addition on your house, or you're trying to figure out how to save enough money to buy a ring for your lady. Or you're
Don't do that though. But it's stupid if she's into wedding rings and she's not the girl for you.
Well, if you have a family ring, by all means, do that.
Oh well, you can do that.
Yeah. Don't be fooled by De Beers, okay?
Yeah. There's so many diamonds out there. I mean, you don't even need to worry.
Well,
about
look at the history of all that shit. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
they made it
I
up.
know.
It's all made up.
Yeah.
That's why I like advertising.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's going away. Like, I think the whole like.
I think it's both. I think with a lot of things, it's going down, but the other side's getting ratcheted.
Well,
up.
I think the wedding industry of like having a badass wedding, that's going up, but the ring with the precious stones is not as big a deal anymore.
Speaking of which, event coordinators for weddings are secretly like the worst coordinators like of anything.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you've shot a bunch of weddings.
Yeah, I've dealt with a lot of wedding coordinators that it's just like, you do this for a living?
Right. They're like, well, I brought all the reclaimed wood, like furniture and like hay.
Yeah, they always focus. Yeah, they have one thing that's their focus, and they're going to talk about that
farm
shit.
theme, and then it's like, okay, that's one part.
Do you have a schedule of when the wedding starts? Well, no.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
He fires right back. Yeah, we our buddy Damien, his wedding planner just left.
Yeah. Well, why would she stay for the wedding? That's crazy. I mean, it was just like it was to the point where it's like, I shouldn't be the most organized person at this wedding for what's about to happen. You know, it's like
it's so crazy how people do not take their job seriously. Like that's not even like seriously. That's just like basic level stuff.
Yeah, that's the.
I don't care how anxious you get or how worried you are. Like
showing up is half the battle. Yeah,
and just no forethought either.
Yeah,
of like maybe this will happen and I'll have to do this.
Yeah. Anyways, I cut you off about being efficient while you were running or something.
So we think of like big ideas, right?
Yeah.
You have these. Everybody goes, I want to do this. I want to learn another language this year or something like that. And then it becomes this you never get to start. A lot of that is just start.
Mm-hmm.
Just go, okay, I'm turning everything off for 20 minutes. I have to just start. And it doesn't matter whenever that 20 minutes is over or I find a break, then that'll be it. But a lot of people don't do that part.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get to this overwhelming idea you've had in your head. We've got to do a pitch deck this is where I came up with it. We have to do a pitch deck, and it's become this huge snowball, right?
Right.
But what I don't want it to be is a Florida snowball. It eventually just melts, and you never do it. That's the term.
That's the term.
Florida snowball.
Now I remember.
That's not bad.
It's okay.
For business people, it's fucking. It murders, but for comedy's sake, it's not that funny or that witty. But I'm saying, like, find me a better term for that.
I got you.
Because because we've had a lot of that. We want to do a lot of improvements for this show, and it's like, yeah. We want to get a whiteboard behind us, and we want to have a digital, and we want to have a screen over here where we can see our live reads or any of that stuff.
Right.
And then have a playback monitor so we can see ourselves. But like, you know,
after we do the 1,000 other
right,
things,
it becomes this thing that you never get to, and so it's tough.
Yeah, and the longer you go, the bigger it seems, and it's not any bigger than
exactly.
it was in the beginning.
Exactly. That's why it's a snowball.
Yeah.
And then it's a Florida snowball because you just don't do it ever.
Yeah.
You know. We get a lot of stuff done. I'll say objectively, we get a lot of stuff done that we do say we're going to try to do. It takes a while, but at the same time, I listen to so many people because we have so many startups and immature businesses and people asking for advice all the time. We just have a lot of people that just never ever get around to it.
Yeah.
So, more efficient.
So how do we do that? Just starting? Is that our advice?
That's my advice for a lot of stuff. That you, even if you're just curious about something, just try to start doing it.
Yeah,
like,
don't be afraid of the unknown, I think. I think people don't know what's coming with their big project, and then they just like, oh, well, I don't need to know any of that because it's too scary. But once you get into it and you can lay it all out in front of yourself and you at least know what you're up against.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
and suck at something and try that like all the time, right? Like I do want to go shoot bows for some reason. I think I'm going the opposite direction because I'm keyboard soft now, and I have a hankering for I want to race cars. I don't even know how to drive stick, and I want to like
do a cartwheel.
I want to go bow hunting, like legit bow hunting one day, like the shit where you have to be in awesome shape to do it. You know, like you have to run mountains,
carry
and stuff.
your pack into the woods,
right,
and sleep there.
I don't know why though. I've never done. I've raced like go-karts when I was little, but neither really. I don't have any experience with. I just feel it.
Yeah, it's your primal instinct kicking in.
Yeah, because the softer I'm getting, you know, and paler, as you can see on video, sitting in the office, you know, the more I want to go do the other thing.
Yeah.
Go play football.
No, I hear you. It's weird. I feel like I do weightlifting for that sort of adrenaline sort of shit, but even that's like wearing on me now where it's just like, it ain't getting it done. It doesn't have the same endorphin rush that it used to. Kind of just used to it.
That would be the number one thing I'd say. If you want to be more efficient, you should try to get in shape.
Yeah.
Like whatever that is for you. You don't have to get like fucking... I think people do the Florida snowball where you get this thing where like, I've got to get to this kind of body build. And when you don't get there after March, I think gyms make most of their money in January, February.
Oh, it's my favorite time of the year, seeing all the new faces that come in next week.
And then by spring break, they're all gone.
Yeah, way before that. It's like a month. Yeah, because I mean, you know, I'm going to the same gym at the same time almost every day, and I see the same people.
Well, you go at fucking 5 a.m., so it's like that's a different commitment too. Like,
well, yeah, but I just don't like being around. I just don't like being in a crowded gym, like having to wait on things or like, you know, having a lot of people around.
Yeah. Well, it's not really. I mean, if you went at 5 p.m.,
it'd be a zoo.
It'd be the worst.
Yes, you know, and that's what a lot of people do. And they're worried about how they're looking at the gym.
But I feel like as cheesy as it is good to throw down some goals and like really be specific about it. Like, you know, for me, I need to stretch. And I need to get more flexible, and I need to do like yoga once a month at least. Yeah. If not once a week.
Yeah. The stretching is the number one thing.
Well,
for making yourself feel good.
Right. And I know it, and I don't do it. And it's a comedian self-destructive kind of mind. Yeah. To not. Yeah. To go, yeah, I know, but I'm going to just sit in a chair all day.
Yeah, I know. It's they need a stretching desk. How could they do like a bunch of pulleys and levers?
I think they've got something, but I mean, no. I just need to not be an asshole and then take 20 minutes and go do it. Yeah. I mean,
you've got the 20 minutes.
I know.
It's there.
The panic sets in. I got to get stuff done. I got to get it done. Well, I would get everything done over the long haul if I feel better. Yeah. Because there's days where your body hurts so bad that you're not efficient.
Yeah, and the 20 minutes you're using to stretch is not necessarily productive 20 minutes. Maybe it's something that you're just messing around with if you know you have 20 minutes. I'm just going to tweak this a little bit, tweak that.
Right. Oh, dude, you can get down the design. If you get down that rabbit hole of like just moving it up and down, like to position something with a layer on Photoshop or something, you could do that for an hour.
I know. I've been trapped in the Matrix for a week doing the same shit.
What I do now is I just go, all right, fuck it. What am I trying to do here? And then...
Well, I've been using my Apple Watch.
But I literally go,
yeah.
What am I doing?
Put your timer on your watch, and then when it goes off, little vibrate, that's it.
Yeah, but
Drop dead.
That's another thing I got to do. But I think one of the things to be efficient, sleep hygiene's huge. I don't like calling it that.
What we need sleep hygiene? I've never heard that.
Oh yeah, I've only heard it in like
brush your teeth before bed. Is that it?
Podcast commercials for Casper. By the way, Casper, what's up?
Yeah,
what's going on? Why don't you and Squarespace need to get your shit together and
especially Squarespace. Come on, Squarespace.
Literally,
who's giving you more business?
Sites I can reel off right now.
Maybe that's why, because all we do is bitch about them not being responsive.
No, we never went at them. We gotta just say, "What's up? Hey."
Keep saying Squarespace over and over again. The Dragon Dictate will pick up on it, and then pew pew.
Yeah, if you do like these episodes and you're trying to find some keywords, we do try to drop the audio files in Dragon Dictate and then put it in the blog post. We'll get better at it. Once we calibrate.
Yes.
Our voices. It'll be a lot better, but for now, it is what it is.
Anyway, sleep hygiene. That's a made-up term.
Right. That's marketing copy, but it's now. I heard it there first, and then it's kind of leaked out.
Ooh, I like that. I'm going to use that. Is it just get enough sleep? Is that what they're talking about?
So with that Rally app, it has like little baby goals you can do, and it'll send you notifications. Like remember to have like a regular bedtime. I don't have that. Remember to shut off all devices. Like you can check off.
No way, Jose.
You can it will keep you up, and it's another thing of like. I was trying to think about it. I was like, I wonder how many good hours I have in a day. Like, what's my peak? Right, 6 on my laptop.
For sleeping or for working?
Like, what's diminishing returns point?
Oh yeah.
For working.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I'm on more than 6, maybe 8. It's probably not going to work.
Yeah, you get idiot brain.
Well, that's why I try to get on the spin bike or work out. I'll try to answer emails because at least it feels like I'm doing something.
It's not the same.
Emails are kind of BS anyway. A lot of it's like, hey, we're here whenever you want to meet up. It's a lot of that kind of stuff that I try to follow up on. But to be more efficient, that's one of my things is like cluster all these non-urgent. Have you heard of the I think it's called the Eisenhower. You might have to look this up. Eisenhower matrix.
Okay.
If I get this right, I'm going to feel very, very, very business smart. Basically, you put things into 4 buckets, and you go.
Oh yeah, that is a real thing.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. All right. So I did learn something in business school. So you have important and urgent.
Yep.
You have non-urgent and important. You have urgent, not important, which I don't. One of those two I don't get, and then
urgent, not important doesn't make sense. Like, what would be urgent that you don't have? Like, that's not important.
I think that's the one I get confused.
Using the bathroom.
Yeah, something like that, I think.
I guess.
Or like.
Hold on, there's an example.
Yeah, there's probably some examples, and then not important, not urgent, and I always forget like to say the power of no kind of stuff, like. You got to put some stuff in that bucket.
Right.
A lot of that stuff doesn't matter. Like trying to go on Fiverr and getting something weird done to embarrass my fantasy football friend.
Yeah.
That I used to do this.
But is that not important?
It's
for
fun,
your mental health.
But it doesn't. It's a waste of time a lot of the time. It takes like an hour. It's like a better hour I can spend doing something else.
But does it make you happy?
Marginally, though. What's the risk reward, right? So this is all business kind of logic, basic business logic, basic bitch business logic. Real talk. But like, it is doing some of the. I'm constantly kind of thinking about like, am I wasting? This isn't my best hour, right?
Yeah.
We always talk about with clients. We go, we're going to try to get your whole group at the best dollar per hour they're at, right?
Right.
Because it doesn't make sense for the boss to be doing some of these little things unless that's the only person, that can really do them.
Yeah.
So, like, you have a small business. The boss may be the person that actually goes around and cleans up stuff because they're managing everybody else doing the actual work.
Right.
I just think about that a lot. I don't know the answer, but I know that's something to kind of always kind of think about. What's my best dollar per hour? And this counts at home too. Like, what's the is it worth watching Netflix? Do I need to watch it right now?
Yeah.
To fall asleep? Why don't I just turn it off and I'll probably go to sleep earlier.
Yeah, but then you won't know how Peaky Blinders ends. Then what?
Peaky Blinders. It's been on there forever. I'm like, I'll get to that.
You're next.
I'll get to that. No, I'm still stuck on The Punisher, and I liked it.
The Punisher, oh my God. I had it playing in the background for like a day, and I was traumatized. It's a little violent.
Exactly, yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, that's The Punisher.
Dialogue kind of sucks, too.
It's a
lot of cheesy shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be that. The guy who plays Frank Castle's pretty good, though.
Yeah, he's a good.
I didn't want to like him,
but he was on The Walking Dead, so
never saw it.
Yeah, don't. That's like I said, that's my wife's litmus test for if you're a good judge of TV. It's like, do you like The Walking Dead? If you say yes, get the fuck out of here.
Really?
Yeah, it's not good. Anyways,
I want to see Dunkirk. That's more me. I want to see that stuff.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Real
life stuff. So being more efficient, 2018. How about some productivity apps? We at least can do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got the Apple Watch maybe, or you got some kind of smartwatch. I think Samsung has a good one now. I don't know all the ins and outs of it. If anybody does have any hacks, send it our way or comment on this post.
I mean, just the stuff that comes with the Apple Watch. Timers and things for stretching. I use the countdown timer all the time.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Masturbation before you get caught kind of things. So
you can pinch it off.
Yeah. Oh, you get it to the point and then hold it.
I'm building to something.
Hold! Oh, it's like, what's the, is it,
I don't.
Braveheart? It's like, hold!
Yeah.
Hold!
It's been done in a lot of war movies.
All right. Maybe Troy, I'm thinking of. But either way, like, we've been doing, you got a Livescribe pen and notebook.
Yeah, the Bluetooth pen.
Are you liking it?
Yeah, I was using it during the call we were on today. Even though my phone's dead, so.
Have you linked it up, though, so it can discover your text? Or change your handwriting into text?
Yeah, it's all, mine is standard with that. I guess yours is a little bit older.
Mine's an older model, but the software does it now. My handwriting's like a ransom note, so it's kind of tough. I've got to calibrate that. But between drag and dictate and that and this, because I like writing.
Yeah.
It'll help me memorize stuff. I also don't want to write too much in a meeting because I'm not fully paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to write bullet points, or I'll be like, hold on, let me write this down. All right, now go.
Yeah, the writing of with your hands. Even if I'm on a call and I want to I have things I can write down Evernote. I can write it, I can type it in, but it's not the same as writing it with my hand for some reason. And not just for me either.
One thing I've gone back to is, and this is a little bit duplicative, and I need to figure this out, is I want to find an app, a to-do list app that my wife and I can see, and it just reminds us of certain stuff.
Yeah, get Wunderlist. Wunderlist.
Is that good for? So I didn't know if that's good for home, right?
Well, we have our grocery list on there. It's linked up. If you have something you need from the grocery store, boop, put it on there.
Do you have a referral code? That's the other thing. If we're giving out stuff, you might as well. If you go in your app, they might have a refer a friend. Why don't you check that out? And I'll fill a bus for you. But
we'll take out all kinds of.
Because I want to get down to the point where non-essential grocery items, I want those to come in automatically through. We have shipped here.
Yeah.
I want dog food, baby formula, diapers, all these things that we know we could probably earmark every 3 weeks we need this, and then I don't want to worry about it.
Well,
we still have to go to the grocery store.
Yeah, you can do Amazon subscription services. We do it for diapers, or
we might do that. Just because it is like those things that like milk, those things that's like more
perishables are kind of something you want to get, or meat that you want to look at. You'll probably go to the grocery store. But all the other shit.
But it's when you don't have diapers, it's T-shirt time.
Yeah,
and guess whose T-shirts you're using? Dad's. But I mean, like, it's that thing of, okay, what are these little hacks I can do at home, in the office to help out? I don't like the Alexa. Oh shit! She woke up. Hey Alexa, baby.
No, she doesn't wake up.
I saw her. She's up. She's sleeping with one eye open always. I don't want one of those at my house, honestly.
Yeah.
I was freaking out my family over Christmas, telling them there's already news articles that these things are taking the data of what you're saying to put into advertising.
Hell yeah, they are. I mean, if you think it doesn't listen until you say, "Hey Alexa," how did it hear you say, "Hey Alexa"? It's listening before.
She's like, "What? What'd you say, huh?"
Yeah.
I'm here. Real talk.
Pretending
I'm
to
cool.
sleep and then waiting.
The fact that we even paid $50 for that, it's either that technology is either worth like $1,000 to buy straight up, or it's like, I didn't know Samsung phones, the whole business model is so that Google can get all that data to target you.
Yeah, it's so creepy.
That's why the phones are so cheap.
Yeah.
All that technology is so cheap. Yeah, I heard that on I want to say Rogan's podcast, talking with one with tech guys like this month. But it was like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Why would Samsung dominate the market for cell phones? That's like it's like 65% between them and Apple, and it's like, oh, they lowered the price and they're gonna make it up in the back end and no one will realize it.
Yeah, that's.
Now Apple's doing the same thing, but they don't have the straight line to Google. They
don't have the same infrastructure.
Yeah, they
to capitalize on.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's
in
still
the same way,
right. It's not streamlined,
right?
Into their own entity, but
anyways, I don't have a Wunderlist referral thing.
They don't give you one.
I don't know. I can't.
All these look.
Anyways,
here's another little thing. Pretty much any app you use, if you're giving it out, they usually have a refer a friend discount. So if it's one of these monthly subscription you pay for apps, I had to train myself to do this, but like I'd be like, oh, for sales, business development, if you want like a good dashboard, you should check out this Pipedrive app we use. It gives you visual kind of marketing funnel.
Mm-hmm.
Who's interested, who you talk to, who you're trying to close on. And I just like that visual. And I go, hold on, let me go get that referral code, and I'd send it out instead of just being like, here's the app, Yeah. And then you get a month off or whatever.
Well, I'm looking. Whatever. Well, if we find one, I'll put it in the notes.
So Wunderlist, that's good for home, I'd say, because I remember checking it for business, and I was like, I don't think this will do what I need it to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
There's tasks and there's projects, right?
Yeah.
Before I forget, with Livescribe, you can ping it to Evernote. The idea was
that's the Bluetooth pen you're talking about.
Correct. Thank you. Livescribe, and then there's Moleskin notebooks if you like those. By the way, the Bluetooth notebooks.
Never thought about that.
The hardbound ones.
Yeah, but I mean, I've never thought about if I like Moleskin.
You don't
or not.
Some people like them. I used to write all my jokes in those because they had the.
How many moles had to die?
A lot. Well, who cares, man?
Fuck them.
Don't make don't make a what is it? Don't make a molehill into a mountain.
A mountain into a moleskin.
So I'm gonna draw an arrow to Evernote. An elephant never forgets. That's their logo. So what you can do is it'll transfer your handwriting into text, and you can make a punch list that can automatically go to a Zendu, which is our business task manager that we haven't been using. Because once I got off kilter with that, it was hard to. It became a Florida snowball.
They do turn it. It's you get ADD with the apps. There's always one better.
Well, yeah. If you never
different.
learn how to use more than 25% of them, then it's not really smart. But then you can take that punch list, and you can also hit it over to our project management system, which is Wrike.
Yep, Wrike.
Which also can communicate to, all these can communicate to Slack. Because Slack isn't just for chatting. That should be our communication hub, notifications, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So now we're building this kind of like coverage in case something messes up, right?
Yeah. See, if I heard this, I would think, man, adding 4 apps would be more efficient. And it sounds like it's not.
Overwhelming.
It sounds like it's not efficient. But if you spend a little bit of time and get it right, then it's automated from there on out, and you're a lot better off.
Well, all right. Philosophically, I look at it this way, right? Like, we've got to figure this out to get. And I always tell this with clients when we're doing like operations, productivity stuff. It's gonna be a little bit harder before it gets easier.
Right.
Right. So it's gonna suck right now. What you and I should be doing is creating a map over on our whiteboard and figuring out this like efficiency. I want to do it kind of right after we get off in a couple minutes. So at least we just start it.
Yeah.
Huh? See how I called back?
I'll do it later.
Oh, that was right. That was an amazing callback. Just start. We'll just start it.
Yeah.
We got to put our money where the mouth is.
I know.
We can't be dispensing advice and just go, fuck it.
It's theater of the mind, Law. I'm just joking. Let's do it.
Anything else to be more productive in 2018? Anything that's been on your mind?
So the other app that I use a lot, I use Wunderlist for just like my daily, I got to do this today. I have a today list. I got to do this, this, and this.
Right.
Then I have an app called Habit List. And that one allows you to just put in something like stretching. You put in stretching. I want to stretch
Be a better
3
person.
times a week.
Yeah.
And then when you do it that day, you hit the little button, boop, and it's in there, and it keeps track of whether or not you're keeping up with your habits. So I use it for all kinds of lifting weights, running, all this stuff that it's like it can get away from you to be like, when's the last time I did do that? And then
If
you
you're
look
Muslim,
back.
pray 5 times a day.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Things popping off all the time.
Yeah.
But, it's easy to get away from your habits and remembering what makes you feel good, if you can't quantify it, really.
No.
I'm the type of person I need it quantified.
I was thinking of, anytime I hear make me feel good, I think of Monsters Ball.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Halle Berry. And,
I remember that
Billy
part.
Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
Make me feel good. Make me feel good.
Yeah. Nailed it.
I hope that production meeting heard
Good
us.
Billy Bob impression.
No, that's Halle Berry.
Oh.
Why would he be doing that?
I don't know. You're doing it with a man's voice. I don't know.
It's so like gritty and graining. It's just, yeah, Habit List is good. I've tried that at one point. Again, I need to vocalize almost outside, like externally, and go, okay, I'm gonna download this app. I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
Because almost like 90% of apps or something like that are downloaded, open once, and never used again.
See, the good thing about Habit List, I think you have to pay for it. I think it's like $2 or $3.
Even then, shit's in the sky, man. I was looking at all the subscriptions I had for here and home this week, and I was like, oh, I'm deleting. Here's a good one. Trim. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
It's not a porn site, but it is.
No.
It basically, if you're comfortable with putting in, if people like Mint, where you can kind of aggregate all your transactions, and it'll kind of more or less over time, as you tack things off. It's good for your taxes too. It'll be like you're spending way too much in meals.
I gotcha.
And so that's a good kind of dashboard for that. Trim will look up your cable bill and all your stuff. So you got to put in your banking account. I did it for this place. Our checking and our credit card for here. And it'll go, oh, you're paying too much for Frontier.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Why don't we negotiate something better for you? Yeah.
Negotiates for you, huh?
So they make a little vig if they get that negotiation.
Okay.
That's how they make money.
And it does it all on its own? How does it?
I don't know. I haven't gotten to the point where we're actually negotiating.
Oh.
But that's the big sell. And apparently, like, I mean, you guys know the deal with all the cable or internet providers. You basically, especially with cable TV, you can basically talk them into like giving it to you for $1.
Yeah.
If you're tenacious enough, and I guess this kind of cuts that.
Yeah. Start with "I'm done with you," and then negotiations begin.
Hey, one thing you should get from your internet provider, and that's on my punch list, is better router. Because these things suck after like a year of use, and they become outdated. So you can call them up and you can go, hey, I need to upgrade the router. And they go, oh, yeah, you do need one. And then you'll be like, wow, the Wi-Fi is now a lot better.
Yeah, and they probably want that because they've got to deal with the router company making shit, and then they take yours back, recycle it.
Yeah.
Making money.
Well, the reason you have to ask is because they don't want you to use more bandwidth than you have to probably. So I would say the reverse. I would say like, because if you look at your upload download speed, let's say you pay for 100 and 100, whatever that deal is, right?
Yeah.
Your upload speed's always a lot slower on Wi-Fi, and most people are on Wi-Fi. If we hardline, that's the only way we get 100 and 100.
Yeah.
So like, so I don't think it behooves them to be able to move more data from here. Like net neutrality, it's kind of the whole thing.
Yeah, but who knows, that new router might be more efficient somehow, and then they can listen to your calls better.
Oh,
or
for sure.
The hell
Yeah, that too. That's
the creepy side of them probably wants us to upgrade our routers.
Yeah, I mean, there's
we'll never get the answer to this.
There's stuff in
coaxial
There's stuff in coaxial cables that can listen to you now.
What?
Did you know that?
I didn't know they were going to still have those.
Yeah, well, you have to have the cable to get the coaxial cable to get the internet in your house a lot of the time. And then people either have like old ones left there from the last person but I don't know where that is. And I don't think it's around like very prevalent. I just think it's
probably like in South Korea where everything's technically.
And terms and conditions, man, those things are going to something's going to happen with that because there's just too much sneaky shit that people are signing up for, and it's taking advantage of everybody.
It's crazy. There needs to be a law enacted that says it can only be this long or whatever, which I think they've tried to do a couple times, and they work around it.
And it was too long to read.
But they were like, I'll just sign it. Fuck it.
Well, that's what all politicians do. They just go, what is this? Can you guys read this for me?
Yeah, you're right. Actually, they need a law to make laws shorter, and then once that's in, then they do the other one.
We're so dumb as a country. Okay. Well, look, we had glory years here in the U.S. This is a sad day.
Things were good. We had a good run.
Let's get some music going out. Remember, tax time's coming up. Hit up FreshBooks. Go freshbooks.com/sweat, like Key Sweat, and get hooked up.
FreshBooks. Hook it up.
You feeling good? You want to say anything to the peeps?
Have a happy new year, people.
Don't make a New Year's resolution. Just try to be good.
Make a lifestyle
every
change.
day. Wunderlist, habit list, all that list. We'll see you in 2018.